You have to give everything. So this is an important thing, and we all know that in modern football today, it's about that you have a good balance in the team. Because if the balance in the team is not right, maybe it's too many offensive players or too many defensive players. If the balance is not good, you are not going to achieve your target. So when I put the team together, I have this in mind, that I need to have players with the right character, the right mindset, who want to grow, who want to learn, and to want to achieve as a unit. Because modern football is not about a one-man show, it's about a team, that you stay united as a team. And I think we have seen recently here in Tanzania, the teams who are united, they can achieve big things. We have seen that for the last week in the Vodacom, in the club, some of the club teams. So this is important for the criteria. I have been out to see as many matches as possible, to see some players live. At the same time, I have the opportunity to see on the Assam TV all the Vodacom Premier League matches, and I have also received video from all the AFCON games, CHAN games, friendly games. So I also spend a lot of time to see video of the players. When it comes to the foreign-based players who are playing abroad, I have been in contact with the players who have selected. I have a call to them to hear how is their situation, and I also can use the IT platform called Instat, where I can see the players, how many minutes is he playing well. So I have a quite clear picture of the moment how the international player they are doing. Are they on a high or they are on a low? Because I try to measure, I try to collect as many information as possible from the players. To do that, I have also been in contact, not all, but with some of the Vodacom Premier League coaches. I have the opportunity to have a talk with them. And of course, there are some clubs who have many national players, so I had a good chat with the head coaches from these clubs to talk about how is your player, or this player is sick, this player is injured, this player is very good, and so I also get information from that side. So I try to pick up information from all different angles to make the puzzle to know as much as possible about the players. For this camp, I have selected quite a high number of players, also because when we are going in camp, we will go in camp very soon. We will actually go in camp on the 8th of March, not this Monday, but the next Monday. And the first step of the camp will be here in Dar es Salaam, where we will stay for 5-6 days and do training. Of course, this first step of the camp will be without the foreign player. Before, according to FIFA regulation, they cannot come at this moment. And there will also be players from Simba, because they are playing the Champions League, so they are not taking part in that first part. But at the same time, that gives me the opportunity to invite some of the young players to the camp. So in the first camp, we will be about 25 players, so we can do good training, we can play 11 versus 11, and I have also selected some of the players from the under 20 to have a look at them in this first step. If they will go on to camp 2, camp 3, it depends on how they perform. It's not if they are young or they are old, it's what the eyes, what we see, what we can measure, because we are going to pick those we believe can make the strongest and the best team. Not about if they are from this club or from this club, or they are young or they are old. It's about quality. The key word for me is quality and mindset, the character. Then, when we have finished the first part of the camp, then we will go to Nairobi, and there we will play 2 international friendly against Kenya. The first game against Kenya will be on the 15th of March. For this game, will be with no Simba players because they are playing on the 16th, and there will be no foreign player because they still have their duties at the clubs. Then we play the second friendly against Kenya on the 18th of March. The players from Simba will arrive directly after they have finished their Champions League game. They will go by the flight to Nairobi. Some of them might have played a full game. Some of them might play 15 minutes, 10 minutes, so they can take part, some of them, in the second game. After playing the second game against Kenya on the 18th of March, then we leave on the 19th of March to Equatorial Guinea. Then we go to Guinea and we have some good days of training, and there the players from outside Tanzania who are playing abroad, they will come there latest on the 22nd. I've already, as mentioned, been in contact with the player outside, and maybe some of them can come earlier because they don't have duties. But some of them, like Samata, have duties on the 21st of March. They have to play for the club, so they can first travel when they have finished that game. After the match against Equatorial Guinea, which are played on the 25th of March, in the beginning it was the 22nd, but it had been moved to the 25th of March. Immediately after the game, we go straight back to Dar to continue the camp, and then we play the last match against Libya. Either we play on the 28th or the 30th of March, depending on CAF. We, and when I say we, it's both Libya and Tanzania, we want to play on the 30th, because both teams are playing away and we have to travel back, so it's very difficult to play on the 28th. So we like to play on the 30th. And then, hopefully, after these two games, we break the camp, and to make it very clear, the target is to qualify for the AFCON. But as I mentioned, I'm coming in the last part for the last two games. We have to come from behind, so we all know that we have to get something out of the game in Equatorial Guinea. That's the first step. And of course, we are hoping for a win. But I also know that the points that the Taifa Star have achieved so far have all the points they have achieved at home. They have not achieved away. But we have to change that and get points when we play away. Sorry. So let me introduce about technical bench. The technical bench will be the same as it have been before. I already have a good chat with Juma Mkunda, had a talk with him, and I also had a meeting with Matola, Salman Matola, so I've been in touch with in contact with both of them. And then the other, whatever, it's the fitness coach, goalkeeper coach, and so on, will be the same technical bench. I don't see any reason for me to come in and say change. Of course, when a new coach he comes in, he use Anglia, he observe how you do the job. Because as the players, all on the technical bench, they have to play their part. It is important that each and every one, whatever it's the coach, assistant coach, the doctor, fitness, they all have to take their part seriously to make a difference, to support the team. Announcements of the team. For goalkeepers, there will be Aishi Manula, Metacha, Mnata, and Juma Kasetia. That's the three goalkeepers. For defenders, be Somari Kapombe, Hassan Kesi, Israel Mwenda, Erasto Nyoni, Dixon Job, Bakari Mwanieto, Kelvin Yondani, Carlos Protas, Kennedy Juma, and Lauren Alfred. Lauren, that's one of the players from under 20. In all, there will be 8 players in the first part of the camp from the under 20. Then there will be Mohammed Hussein, Nixon Kibabache, David Bryson, also under 20, Yasin Mustafa, Edward Mayama. Then we have Simon Msuva, Hassan Dilunga, Ayub Lianga, Novatus Dismas, under 20, M. Samiro, Jonas Mkude, Endemla, Faisal Saloom, Himid Mao, Ali Msengi, also under 20, Baraka M. Jogoro, Saloom Abubakar, Farid Musa, Nado, Mbwana Samata, Ulivengo, Boko, Mkumola, Chilunda, Nchimbi, Dosi, I hope I pronounced it correct, and then 3 more players from the under 20, Abdul Sulman, Kelvin John, and Sadun. And lastly also Mesak Abraham from Gambavina, also a young player, want to take a look at. Also because for the first camp we are outside, we don't have the foreign player, we don't have the Simba player, so I also want to have a good number of players for the first part of the camp. So it's a mix of players, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players from under 20, and then there's also about 7 players who are coming from playing outside. And as I mentioned for you, I've been in contact with all of them. I've seen video of their last games, how they are performing. So it's a high number for this, but when we start on Monday the 8th, it will be with 26 players. Because the player from Simba is not there, and the player from outside Tanzania is also not there. Then, when we go to Nairobi, out of the 26, some of them will stay back, and we will leave with a less number. When we come to Nairobi, the player from Simba, they are coming, hopefully the 16th in the evening, they can come after the game, and then they will join for the second game, and then lastly, the 7 players who play outside Tanzania, they will join on the final stage. So it's like step 1, step 2, step 3. But it gives me a good opportunity to see a quite high number of players from Camp 1 to Camp 2 to Camp 3. I think that's all for now, and then of course if there are any questions, feel free. I'll do my best to answer. For me the key word is to try to plan, and organize into detail to see things are moving.